In a couple of weeks, it'll be Easter Sunday, and I'm cooking up something special for that day of days. But until then, I'm going to continue to explore some poetry that seems to me wise and uplifting and beautiful, things that most of the Holy Bible decidedly is not. I've got a short German language poem for you today, for which I'll also provide an English translation. Zarathustra's Roundelay is from Friedrich Nietzsche's philosophical novel Also Sprach Zarathustra, published in 1885. Although I'm a hillbilly from Red Lick Mountain in Johnson County, Arkansas, I do love this poetry and the language it's written in. The only problem is that Nietzsche's native tongue doesn't comfortably cohabit the same mouth as my own, which is Arkansas hillbilly, and it does sometimes sound as though I'm trying to extract those unfamiliar vowel combinations from the page like a cork from a wine bottle. And of course, every now and then a wine cork will tear and break and disintegrate right there in the bottle. But bear with me. There's real beauty hiding underneath all these compromised pronunciations, and real wisdom positively oozes from the poetry I'm mangling. And I did at least have the good sense to choose a poem that contains not a single umlaut. Whatever else I may be, I ain't stupid. I'll follow up with Walter Kaufmann's English translation, which honors Nietzsche's rhyme scheme and includes a clever little phrase not in Nietzsche, but clarifying the poem's message while contributing to the maintenance of that rhyme scheme. If you can spot it, I think you'll be as struck as I was by how clever it is. I won't presume to offer any exegesis of this poetry beyond the inescapable fact that one's choice of vocal inflection is itself a sort of exegesis, but will instead rely on Gustav Mahler to furnish the best comment on it imaginable. This poem strikes me as good and true and beautiful, and the same also goes for the music you'll hear later. Zarathustra's Rundgesang. O Mensch, gib acht, was spricht die tiefe Mitternacht? Ich schlief, aus tiefen Traum bin ich erwacht. Die Welt ist tief und tiefer als der Tag gedacht. Tief ist ihr Weh, Lust tiefer noch als Herzeleid. Weh spricht vergeh, doch alle Lust will Ewigkeit, will tiefe, tiefe Ewigkeit. And here is Walter Kaufmann's English translation. O man, take care. What does the deep midnight declare? I was asleep. From a deep dream I woke and swear the world is deep, deeper than day had been aware. Deep is its woe, joy deeper yet than agony. Woe implores go, but all joy wants eternity, wants deep eternity. And now for the finest comment possible, a musical setting by Gustav Mahler. This is the fourth movement of his Third Symphony, completed in 1896. The video I'll show you is an excerpt from a treatment of the entire gigantic 100-minute-long Third Symphony that I made about 2 years ago, when I was deeply embroiled in what I imagined at the time would be a treatment of all 11 of Mahler's symphonies. I'm including Das Lied von der Erde and the unfinished 10th in my enumeration. But that project came to a screeching halt almost 2 years ago when, while I was chipping away at the tragic 6th, my dear little buddy Endocene became deathly ill and died a few days later. A big chapter of my life came to a close with Endocene's death, and the world ever since has appeared to me mostly tragic and life more often a burden than an opportunity. I can't see things any other way now. I'm deeply grateful, eternally grateful, for the 3 loving companions who have shared my life for over a year and a half now, who have to some degree brought me back to life. And there's no question that they have enabled me to go on living at the very least. But nothing will ever be the same, and I'm afraid I've lost my lust for the music of Gustav Mahler. It seems unlikely to me that I'll ever return to that composer, even as a listener, but at least there's this. And it is indeed a fine comment on Nietzsche's beautiful poem. Take, eat, for this is the best I have to offer.